in this interview. I got it now why you do it, Nude. I see the barrier. And yes, to send and to receive, what form better than to be nude? I get it, bro. Thank you for that. Hey, here's my next question. How long have you been a nudist? I get that question a lot. How long have I been a nudist? So I'm asking you as a fellow nudist, how long have you been a nudist?
I have been a nudist since I was about 8 or 9 years old, but specifically related to my spiritual beliefs and practices and practicing what I call naked spirituality. That really has only been in the last 4 or 5 years.
All right, got you. Yeah, 4 or 5 years. I like that on the naked spirituality. Same here. About 4 or 5 years, I went full time. Before then I was part time. But you started 8 and 9. Great, dude. Great, great. All right, here's my next question. The tarot cards. I see where you post tarot cards. What are the meaning behind the tarot cards? What are they?
Trying to define tarot cards is one of those things that if you ask a million different people, you'll get a million different answers. But since you're asking me, I'll just tell you that tarot cards, or sometimes called oracle cards, and there's a very subtle difference, but really what they do is they help guide us on decision making. They give us feedback about the past and how that relates to the future, advise us on different courses of action, give us a heads up of things that are coming. It is not fortune telling. You will not learn the date of your death through tarot. It's really just to help you read those energies that are in the universe and help translate it into something that's really easy to understand, to help guide us. Think of them as guideposts, not as the law of the land, because every little thing you do after a tarot reading could alter the course of the information you learned during a tarot reading.
All right, Naked Spiritualist. Thank you for clearing that up. They can got you on the cards. Yeah, I do like that they do guide and advise, give you a heads up. I've heard of that. Excuse me. All right, next question. Next question. Do you practice in a group? Do you give lessons? How can that would be cool. I mean, how do you do it?
If you're more asking about does naked meditation and naked spirituality happen in groups or in class settings, yes, it does. It's not always common, and it depends on where you live and how metropolitan and open the community is, and how spiritual the community is, as to whether you can find a group in existence already. If there's not one and you want to create one and you feel strongly about it, I would highly suggest doing that. However, if the question is more about should one participate in naked spirituality in groups or class settings, I would say it really depends on what you're trying to get out of it. If you're trying to get fellowship and communion and share the energy and the vibrations with like-minded people, then absolutely. But if you think that you're going to get something that you're afraid to get on your own, and you want the safety of a group, I would say just jump in head first and don't worry about that, and mix it up. Go to a group, try it on your own.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I want to try it in a group first, just so I can get the experience of both, a group and then the individual. But yes, all right. Thank you. All right, next question. Huge question for me. What turned you to this practice? What drove you? What was your journey, your path to spirituality?
I wish I had a really great story for you on this one, but nothing in particular really turned me on to naked spirituality. As I mentioned, I was already a nudist. I'd been a nudist all my life, very comfortable living that way. But I wasn't particularly religious or spiritual until about 4 or 5 years ago, when I just sort of got curious about spirituality in general. And it just seemed like people who had a set of beliefs that they really subscribed to and let guide their life seemed really fulfilled and happy. And so I wanted to know more about that. Why does spirituality make people so happy and fulfilled? And what does it really do for you? What's the point? And so when I started down my spiritual path of learning all of those things, many things about different religions, different cultures, and what impact spirituality has on people's lives, it started to resonate with me too. And I started to find the common thread that goes through all of the world's religions and beliefs. And I just started to extract the ones that were more like universal truths, the things that everyone could agree on, including myself. And then from there, I really started down the spiritual journey that I've been very grateful for. And being naked just sort of folded right in nicely with it, for the reasons I already mentioned.
Well, Naked Spiritualist, thank you for opening up and sharing part of that with us. Hey, yeah, I mean, people do, we all have our own journey. That is cool that you shared. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you for doing this interview. All right, last question. Where can people find you? I found you on Instagram, but if someone was looking for you, or they want to contact you, or they have more questions, or want to do more interviews with you, where can they contact you?
If you want to know more about my beliefs or naked spirituality, or even just non-denominational, non-faith-based nudism, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram at the Naked Spiritualist. You can also reach me by email at thenakedspiritualist@yahoo.com. Those are the best ways to get in contact with me, and I am happy to answer your questions. Finally, I just wanted to thank Chef Martin for what he's doing on Instagram. It's really a really positive view of nudism with a lot of humor. And I love your inquisitive spirit, and the fact that you care enough to want to interview people and spread their life story to everyone else. I think that's really admirable, and I appreciate what you do. So thanks for having me.
Awesome. Hey, thank you, Naked Spiritualist. Yeah, I think everybody's got something to put out, to put out there to someone that may be interested. I'm interested in people. I think people are cool. Everybody has that one little special thing. And when I saw the moons, I was like, I need to talk to this dude. I want to interview him. And then being the nudist, I mean, we're family. We're family. All right. Thank you. And if y'all want to contact the Naked Spiritualist, he left his email. You know where to get him on Instagram. Naked Spiritualist, thank you for doing this interview. All right, y'all have a good night. Y'all take care of each other. Chef Martin, adios.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.